12 earthquakes, including two of a magnitude over 4.5, have rattled the west coast this afternoon. Well, one was 4.5, the other 4.8, struck just after 1 o'clock near Hokitika at a depth of just 5 kilometres, so shallow. They're not big in themselves or damaging, but GNS duty seismologist Natalie Balfour told me a short time ago, being located so near the Alpine fault, which is obviously so big and so important, the quakes are a timely warning for people and indeed the entire country. Be prepared.
So we've had quite a lot of activity in the South Island near the west coast, quite close to the Alpine fault. There has been 2 earthquakes over a magnitude 4.5. So it's a little bit unusual to get them close together. And then there's been some magnitude 3s and, you know, a little bit of activity ever since. So it's quietening down now. So over the last, the majority of the activity was between sort of 1 and 1:30 today. And we had about 12 earthquakes located on our system between 1 and 3:30.
And whereabouts were the ones that were 4.5 or thereabouts? Where were they located?
So they all happened quite close together. It's right sort of in the Southern Alps area, so not where a lot of people are located, but there were about 200 reports of people feeling the earthquake from around, say, Hokitika in the Greymouth area.
And quite shallow, I understand, both of the larger ones.
Yeah, so both of them are around 5 kilometres deep, and that's quite shallow. Certainly those are the ones that will be felt, you know, fairly strongly.
And so, Natalie, what are we to read into activity around the Alpine fault? It's tempting always, the moment we hear the words Alpine fault, for there to be a sharp intake of breath. But are we to draw any conclusions from this?
Look, I always, when this activity happens, it gets me a little bit, my heart racing as well, because it is obviously a large fault. It's a plate-bounding fault, so it's very, it's capable of quite large earthquakes, and so it is always a really good, I guess, reminder for us to, you know, ask those questions about, are we prepared for such an event to occur? And we certainly keep an eye on it here as well, to sort of look at, you know, is this something that's dying off again, or that sort of thing. But there's not really much concrete evidence of precursors and that sort of thing. It's hard to know anything until after a big event has occurred. But it's certainly a good reminder that when you get this activity, that there could be a larger event to follow, and to make sure that you're prepared. And there's lots of wonderful resources on the Get Ready, Get Through website that's done by the Ministry of Civil Defence and Emergency Management on how to prepare for such an event.
Natalie Balfour from GNS.